Friday, January 26th, 2024. This is another day that's significant for me for not a good reason. My grandmother that raised me died on this day. She died a week after my 30th birthday. So it's been 19 years, man. 19 years since she's been gone. And she always said to me that she wanted to see me live to be 30. And she died when she was 72, 73. She was born 1931, so she died before her birth. So 73, yeah, she was 73, about to be 74. And she died a week to the day after my birthday, because remember my birthday was the 19th. And Grandma, you know I love you, and if you're looking down on me, thank you for everything, and I hope I made you proud. Today, got some good and bad news today in the national news in America. Found out that like we talked about, Governor Abbott is standing his ground, and again, better late than never. But never late is better, in my opinion. But whatever. He's finally, you push people to the edge, man. And Texas, to me, should already been pushed off the cliff. But Tucker called him out last year on this, and he said, "Look, man, you're talking all this stuff about the border. Secure it yourself. You have the power to this." And Tucker went off on him, and I agreed with him. I don't dislike Governor Abbott. I didn't dislike him then, but I was saying the same thing, and this includes all the border states. I don't need anybody, and I don't think you guys do either, need anybody to tell me that, or help me secure my household, put a gate around my house, or put things around my house to make sure I'm okay and my family's okay. I don't know. But anyways, the past is the past. He's doing it, okay, which is good. Now that he's doing it, I don't know if you guys seen this, there's 25 Republican, of course they're Republican, not Democrat, and I'll get into Republican and Democrat stuff in a minute. 25 Republican governors are standing behind him. Also, from I think it's January 28th or 29th to February, early February, there's going to be a big trucker movement, like 700,000 trucks or something like that. This is early in the news, so I don't exactly know, but I heard there's trucks from Canada coming and everything else. And I know I said this is national news and stuff, but guys, this is for all countries that are going through the power struggle with the government overreach. Because again, this is all about one big connected world, and I can't say certain words, but let's just say the World Economic Forum has something to do with this. Okay, this is YouTube, so we can't really say certain things. And real quick, speaking of that, I have a Rumble channel. I haven't made any videos on Rumble, but if you go to Rumble, subscribe to that real quick. Pause this and pull up a Rumble. Pull up the Rumble window. And if you don't have a Rumble account, go ahead and start one, man. Rumble's pretty good. As I'm recording on YouTube, uploading to YouTube. Go over there and type in Jerry Loves Freedom and subscribe to that channel. Remember, I'm on a mission to talk about Bitcoin and waking people up, and I'm making a video every single day, and I have done that this year in 2024. So if you see my account close or me not making a video on here, it's because my account got suspended or something like that. And I got a funny feeling I'm on the edge of that. So go ahead and subscribe over there. And the reason why I stay on YouTube, to be honest, because pretty much, not everybody, but pretty much everybody on Rumble already knows this stuff. And I don't want to be preaching to the choir, but slowly but surely, the Overton window is shifting towards independent media and away from mainstream media, because YouTube is kind of mainstream. Well, it is mainstream. There is a lot of independent stuff on there, but again, free speech ain't free, and on this platform, you can't really say what you want to say. So go ahead and go over there and Rumble, type in Jerry Loves Freedom, and I'll meet you over there, hopefully no time soon. But anyways, so you got 700,000 truckers allegedly doing a big thing down there in Texas and all coming together, and these 25 Republican brave governors, including our governor in Nevada. Guys, know your politicians. Know who your mayor is. Know who your governor is. Know who your representatives are. And know your 2 senators in your state. Just, and all your legislators and your lawmakers. Just know who they are, guys. Okay? Because they matter. I'm telling you that. They matter. All this stuff matters, man. And again, this is not just about, going back to the other thing, this is not just about the United States. This is about a world situation. And there's things going on in Germany with the farmers. They're boycotting because they don't want them to, farm the land. And, inflation's getting out of control everywhere. And all this government overreach all throughout the country. And did you see Tucker Carlson a couple days ago up in Canada? My goodness, man. I don't know who's worse, man, Justin Trudeau or Brandon. I like to call him. Let's go, Brandon, aka Joe Biden. He ain't my president. I think Trudeau might be worse because he's actually doing things. He's a puppet too. I call him the evil twin brother of Gavin, the American Psycho Newsom. Have you heard him lately, by the way? My Lord, have mercy. Tucker was killing it in Canada, just absolutely killing it. Tucker Carlson needs to be protected at all time. If you guys haven't subscribed to Tucker's TCN YouTube channel, go over there, man. He's got some very good videos. And he also has a streaming thing. It's like $9 or $10 a month. He has his own company. I signed up for it, man. I absolutely, there is nothing I don't disagree with that man on anything, man. That's why I stopped watching Fox News when they fired him. That was the last straw for me, because Fox News is... But I will say this. I will call a spade, and I will give credit where credit is due. Fox News lately, past few weeks, I don't really watch Fox News. And I only watch small segments. I don't have cable TV or anything like that. But I do have Roku, where you can pull up stuff on Newsmax and, the different apps on there and stuff. But, YouTube will suggest me things. And I'm not subscribed to Fox News anymore. But I do watch Fox Business when they have Bitcoiners on there, or, when they're talking about things about Trump or something like that. I watch the clips. I just can't help it. I just do. They have been doing a really good job, man, lately. Now, why are they doing a good job? I'm talking about Fox News. Is it because they know it's inevitable that Trump is going to win, and now they're on Trump's side? Maybe. Are they a wolf in sheep clothing? Maybe. But I just watched to see how they cover Nikki Haley and Trump, and they've been doing a pretty good job. They've been calling out Nikki Haley. Again, the segments I've watched, I haven't watched all of them, because there's a lot of different segments on Fox, because they do have some pretty good. Now, the network overall and the people that are running it are no good. They're not America first. But lately, like I said, they've been doing a pretty good job, and they have some pretty good reporters, some decent reporters, man, that tell the truth. I definitely don't like the fact that they fired Tucker Carlson. I hate that. I also hate the fact that they fired Dan Bongino. Dan Bongino, I think he's one of the highest rated people on Rumble, man. That guy is somebody to respect. I agree with him, everything he says too, man. I agree with everything he says. Tucker, Patrick Bet David, guys like the controversial Andrew Tate. I know you guys don't like him. Donald Trump, Vivek Ramaswamy, guys like that, man. People that are real men, America first. I know Andrew Tate doesn't live in America now, but it is what it is. So we have these truckers coming down, boycotting, allegedly coming. And I think they will. But here's what I'm afraid of. You remember what happened January 6th? Now, all of a sudden, if you haven't watched the lamestream media, I'm talking about the MSDNCs and the crime news networks of the world, they are absolute full of shit. Full of it. Now, all of a sudden, because remember, they ignored the border for the first 3 years. They'll mention it every once in a while. But now, all of a sudden, the border's a problem. You know why the border is a problem? Because, quote-unquote, Trump and the quote-unquote Republicans are trying to not do secure the border deal, or the Secure the Border Act, or whatever they call it. I'll get to that in a second. Trump is saying, "Oh no, don't do that, because I want credit for it and everything else." That's what they're saying, that Trump is saying, and the border's a problem. And hey, we're trying to close it, but it wasn't Biden's fault that the border's open from the get-go. No, that's not Biden's fault. It's been like this for years. You know, now that narrative has changed. You know, they slowly but surely do that, because now that this deal on the table, this Secure the Border Act is not, ladies and gentlemen, is not about securing the border. I haven't read the whole bill because I heard it's not even out yet. But allegedly what's in it is nothing but a bunch of pork about the Democrats and the Uniparty, the sellouts. Because the Democrats not even a sellout. They're just anti-American to this point. They're not even, I don't even consider them Americans, honestly. I'm talking about Democrats that are registered Democrats, politicians and stuff like that. There's a couple of them that are okay, but if you go and vote for this stuff, then you're not an American. So in the bill, allegedly it says they can have 5,000 illegal aliens in, and also most of the pork is that $100 billion or whatever is to help Ukraine and Israel. All anti-American stuff. In order for them, because the money that the Democrats want on the border is not to close the border, is to help fund the processing of illegal immigrants. My God, again, man, if all of us on this channel got together in a boardroom and say, hey man, let's screw up America, let's come up with a plan, we couldn't come up with a better plan than what these people have done to our country. And they're doing it at hyper speed right now. So that bill is not a secure the border bill, because now what they're doing is they're playing the blame game, guys. And what's the blame game? The evil Democrats that are in the House and the Senate, especially Chuck Schumer. Chuck Schumer. Boy, I was about to say something. You ever see the movie Purge? Use your imagination. Anyways, Chuck Schumer and these, and then Joe Scarborough from Morning Joe and MSDNC. My Lord, these people, man. Oh my God. The lies and the gaslighting. They're telling America now that the quote unquote Republicans, when they're talking about Republicans, guys, they're not talking about, well, to the general public, they're talking about Republicans that don't know what's going on. Like Republicans that are like, the people that don't know what's going on, they'll frame it as to their audience that the Democrats are good and the Republicans are bad. There's all kind of different factions in the Republican Party. You got the old Tea Party, Freedom Caucus. You got the GOP. You got people that are never Trumpers. You got all kind of things going on with the Republican Party. I'll give them that. But also what I'll give the Democratic Party is them boys stick together. And they will keep up the lie, boy. So now they're trying to gaslight the American people by saying, oh, we want to close the border, but look, they're trying to make it partisan and trying to make it political. So that's why they won't sign it. No, they won't sign it because it's not securing the border. Well, Trump is saying, you know, don't sign it until I get there so I can get credit. Problem with that little stupid analogy, or that stupid statement, is Trump secured the border better than anybody else. Except maybe, Obama. Obama kicked out more illegal immigrants than Trump. Now, he did it in 8 years. I think if the scamdemic didn't happen and some of the Republicans didn't block Donald Trump from building the wall, because some of the Republicans did too, quote unquote, the rhinos. I just call them traitors to the country. He would have had the border, he would have had the wall closed, and he would have had way more immigrants, you know, not in America than Barack. But Barack was praised for it when he was in office. Remember that? Depends on who does it, ladies and gentlemen. So again, they're trying to gaslight saying that old Trump is saying this and that, he's making political. Again, the problem with that is Trump actually tried to secure the border. He wanted mass deportation. And Joe Biden opened up the border, just wide open. So if that's the case, Democrats or Democrats, if you're so worried about the border and this thing you're saying is true, then all you have to do is just close the border and not open it and really close it. You're not trying to close it. You're only talking about it now because this bill is coming up. And in Texas, because you have to see when Democrats or Democrats get cornered, and I'm gonna get back to the truckers in a second. When the Democrats get cornered, now they have to respond, and then they'll just gaslight their audience and lie to them and say, oh, the truckers are coming down because of this and that, and we're trying to secure the borders. Now, it's not as bad as they say, but they will never tell you what's actually in the bill by saying that we're letting 5,000 illegal immigrants in every day. They won't tell their audience that. Why? Because even how stupid their audience are for even watching them, because you got to be an idiot to watch that every day and just brainwashed and a sheeple, period. Even somebody stupid will say, well, damn, you're trying to secure the border, but there's 5,000 people coming in every day. That's 1 million a year. There's over 8 million illegal immigrants in America that they know on record. I think it's over 10 million if you ask me. I love this place. Little museum. I like to walk by here every day. That's what I think. Whatever numbers they give me, I always know to go up on that number. So, back to the trucker thing. The reason I'm nervous about the trucker, you remember what happened to January 6th? Because we know what happened. It was a psyop, and the federal agents came in there, started some bullshit, and the rest is history. Why do I say that? Because it's on video. That's not a conspiracy theory. It's actually on video. And I believe they're going to do the same exact thing. This is why I say we're in a cold civil war. And this may erupt that. Because, again, we've already had violence all over this country when Antifa and Black Lives Matters and anybody who is on the left side of the aisle and in the uniparty or whatever, and you don't go along with the regime. Remember what happened when Roe v. Wade happened? They went crazy too. And then Kavanaugh, the SCOTUS, got put in, and they said he was a rapist. And then once he got over those charges, which I thought were BS. It just, the charges didn't make any sense to me. The Democrats went crazy again. You think CNN and MSNBC covered it? And when they did, what'd they say? Oh, it's just a peaceful protest. And those protests are okay, as long as we agree with it. So I'm afraid that this trucker thing is going to cause a big situation where the federal agents are already getting ready to start some shit up in that. I'm to the point where I'm guaranteeing that's going to happen. There will be violence down there. Do I want violence, YouTube? No, I don't. Am I condoning violence, YouTube? No, I'm not, YouTube. Am I saying go be violent? No, I'm not. Okay, just based on the past, if I was a betting man, I would bet it is. It's going to happen. And then what's the mainstream media going to say? Fill in the blanks, ladies and gentlemen. You guys already know. So the blame game season is here. 2024, like I said, is a year I've been looking forward to, but also dreading. It's going to be scary, man. Scary times. And, I've been going through my preparations in my garage and everything else. And I think I've done a pretty good job over the last couple of years. But the problem is you feel like you never have enough, man. You got to ask yourself, what are they going to do to make sure Trump doesn't get in office? I don't think they're not. I don't think they're going to have an election. That's my personal opinion on it. And if there's not an election, and there's some sort of quote unquote black swan event, and a black swan event to me is like a gray swan event, because we know what's coming. We know half the battle, but we just don't understand or know what it is. Is it an EMP attack? I think that'd be pretty good for them to do, because you just can't vote. You can't do anything. Do that for a few months, 6 months. A lot of people are going to die. You think they care about that? Remember COVID? don't care about that. Look at the foods they give us. Oh boy. Make sure you subscribe to my Rumble channel. This may be my last video. Oh man. Can't say stuff like that. But are you guys ready if the power goes out? Just ask yourself that. Because I'm gonna guarantee you this. When the power does go out, or if it does go out, I give it a more than a 50% chance. I hope I'm wrong, Lord. I'm guaranteeing you that it'll turn off when you least expect it and you're not ready for it. That's called Murphy's Law, ladies and gentlemen. It's called Murphy's Law. And what do? You got your candles, you got your flashlights, because a lot of people say in an EMP attack, your flashlights won't even work. The first thing I do when the power goes out, I check my phone. Because if your phone is just completely blank and there's nothing on it, guess what? That's an EMP attack, because they will just knock out your phone and your computers and everything else. So even if you have a generator, a power generator, it just knocks that stuff out. And you want to be able to charge it and use it because it'll be disabled. And that's what they want. They don't want us communicating and sticking together. They want us to be in a state of chaos, AKA the wide open borders. And January 6th and everything else. That's what they want. And everything's coming to a head. Slowly but surely, people are waking up to the nonsense and the bullshit. There are still some people that are stupid and watch MSDNC and CNN and think it's all about Republican versus Democrat. Again, if you're a Democrat in today's world, I don't mind an old school liberal. I don't mind a JFK liberal. I don't mind a Democrat. I interviewed a patriotic Democrat last year, which is kind of like saying jumbo shrimp or good job. Anyways, oxymoron. There are still some good Democrats out here, or independents or whatever. But a lot of people are waking up, and even the Republican Party that think you guys are good because the Democrats are bad. You are sadly mistaken. If you're a registered Republican and you think all these Republicans on your side, why do you think the border is still open? If the Republicans, all the Republicans now, really cared, all you have to do is look at their Liberty score, the way they vote. What's a Liberty score? Meaning you vote for things that have to do or pro-American. There are very few people in Congress that have 100% Liberty score. I know one of them, that's Byron Donalds. If you don't vote everything America first, if you're willing to, like the Democrats, these Democrats are far just un-American. If you vote for securing Ukraine's border and Israel's border, and then you want more people to come to our country, and you want to send them money, meanwhile put us in debt, is that American? I mean, come on, man. Watch what they do, not what they say. And the Republicans have the House. They have the House majority. Why is the House majority not voting a guy like Jamal Bowman out? He did an insurrection. Why are we even negotiating if you're a Republican now? Now think about it, Republicans. Why are we, and I'm talking about the Patriots and the MAGA movement, the Make America Great Again, which is a whole new party in my opinion. You can call it the Constitutional Party, Patriotic Party, the Founding Father Party, whatever. I'm with all that. Why is it that we're going back and forth with these Democrats, making it Republican and Democrat? Republicans need to be like the Democrats and stick together and say, look, let's all be America first. We're not going to compromise on this. The American people are waking up and say, no, we're not giving you money. We're not signing this bill because we're not going to give you money for Ukraine. We're not going to give you money for Israel. We're not going to give you money for these woke bullshit programs. That's what it all is. But the Republicans always bend and they fold and then they break because they want what they want. Because why? Some of these Republicans, most of them, because they're bought and paid for by the bureaucrats and their special interest donors and these super PACs. Super PACs have 99%, I believe, or 100% of the Democrats in Congress compromised, and 90+% of the Republicans. But they'll throw them a bone every once in a while. the uniparty leaders to go, look, to save face, because I know you're a Republican, you got to vote this way a little bit, because it's just going to make it obvious that you're on our team, because there is a uniparty. Okay? Find out where your representatives stand in your area. Just because they have an R next to their name don't mean they're good, and just because they have a D next to their name, I'm talking about the local level, doesn't mean they're bad. Seriously, man. There's still some pretty good Democrats out there. Not in Congress, but on the local level, there's some decent Democrats. I don't agree with their policies, but as long as they love America first and not voting for policies that are America last, hey, I'm with that. We can argue back and forth on policies and the way we do it, as long as we both love the country. Got no problem with it. But again, there is a uniparty, and these bureaucrats and these people that select the people that are in office, like Carrie Lake said, because Carrie Lake can't be bought and paid for. That's why I love her. That's what I love about her. I'm the same way, man. Look at what's going on. These Republicans should not bend to this bill. They should not sign it at all and just leave it all on the Democrats. Because again, it ain't all about CNN and MSNBC and Fox. There are other outlets of people that are talking on. This is, if I was the head of the Republican Party, just give me the hammer for a day. This is exactly what I would say if I was Mike Johnson. I'd go in that meeting and go, look, we're not even going to have a meeting because this bill is bullshit, and we're not gonna sign it. Anybody object to that? I don't care what your special donor. Okay, I'll raise their hand. If they raise their hand, I'll write their names down. I'll say, okay, you're a sellout, you're a sellout, you're a sellout. Cool. Let me go up here and I'd call every single Republican out in a interview or out on the floor or whatever. I say, yeah, this person wanted to sign it, this person wanted to sign it, but we're not signing it. I don't care what they say. These Democrats right now, these Democrats right now are trying to destroy our country. They're trying to send money overseas, and they're trying to get these illegal immigrants in here to cause chaos, get cheap labor, destroy the black communities, because that's where they go to, that's where they live, the black and brown communities. They don't let them live in their communities. Get cheap labor, like I said, and get votes. And look at how much money they're costing us, and we're giving them money. Ain't no way I'm signing that. Period. We're not signing it, and the Democrats are keeping an open border. And I would say that so thoroughly in a long form interview or statement or whatever, and let the Democrats deal with it. I'm all for Donald Trump's closing the border and focusing on America. What we need to do is we need to back Texas. Matter of fact, we need to do New Mexico, Arizona, all the border states, because every state in America is a border state right now. And if the blue states don't want to, fine. But we're going to protect our borders. We are way over debt. We got our eyeballs in debt. We're 34 trillion right now. We need to work on that. We need to cut spending. We need to be more efficient. We need to be fiscally conservative. And we need to let people live and let live. Get jobs coming back. Raise the wages up so people's wages can keep up with inflation. Stop printing all this money. But if I went up and said that, I'd be the face of, I'm a black man, I'd be the face of white supremacy if I said that in today's world. My goodness, man. I'd say a lot more things too. So, man, we're 29 minutes. I talk a lot, don't I? Anyways, guys, look at your representatives, see who they are, see how they vote, see who's backing them, and look at their Liberty score. If it's under 100%, I mean, this is why I don't mess with Marjorie Taylor Greene, man. You know, she talks a good game and everything else, but two things I can never forgive her for. Number one is she signed that omnibus bill in 2022 in November. She signed it. And if you don't know what the omnibus bill was, a 1.3 trillion omnibus bill that it was 90-something% in the way of the Democrats. And she says, oh, well, I did it because of blah, blah, blah. Because of the Democrats' blame game. And the second thing is, she was too close and she backed Kevin McCarthy too much for me. She got kicked out of the Freedom Caucus, and rightfully so. So as information changes, I change my mind. I'm like fluid, like the water. I don't stick to one person no matter what. If I found out today that Vivek Ramaswamy or Donald Trump, because those are two of my favorite guys. If I found, I love Matt Gaetz, I love Byron Donalds. They're imperfect human beings, like we all are. If I find out that they were doing a bunch of shady shit behind the scenes to compromise our country, I wouldn't vote for them. Now, if they did something in their own personal life, I don't judge people on their personal life, man. I just don't. You know why? Because I got shit going on. I'm not perfect. I got to pass. You got to pass. We all got to fucking pass. Who cares, man? As long as they can get the damn job done and we can get respect in this country. That's all I care about. Anyways, before I go on another 30-minute rant, bottom line is this. Those are all the problems. Here's the solutions. Get your head out of your ass, okay? Study politics. Go to the gym. Get in shape. Get right with God. Take cash out of the bank. Keep it because you're going to need cash. Bitcoin doesn't mean shit. Right now, if something happens in an EMP attack, Bitcoin doesn't mean shit. It's not going to do anything for you, and neither is your gold and silver. Nobody cares about your gold and silver if an EMP attack happens. I'm telling you that. Sorry, guys. I know Yankee Stacking and all of them told you to get some constitutional silver. Nobody's going to give you a loaf of bread for 64 dime. They're just not. You know what they're going to give you bread for? Some cash. Keep cash in a bunch of different denominations. That's why I got rid of my precious metals, man. They were just, I use them for a store of value. They're not a good store of value. I'm buying them at a loss. Let me not go there. It just takes up a bunch of room. Get you some cash. Get dimes, nickels, quarters, all different change. Get a bunch of dollar bills, bunch of 5s, bunch of 10s, bunch of 20s, 50s, 100s, all that stuff in different denominations. And then get the things that you need now that you're gonna need in the future if something happens. Practice once a week, once a month with no power at all. Get something over your phone that if an EMP attack comes, it's not gonna knock out your phone or your computer. Get you a solar power generator at the house. Get you some pew-pews. Have enough water at the house. Get a bunch of canned foods. And again, I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm just saying, if an EMP attack happened and you woke up and all the power was out, would you be surprised? No, man. That's why in the last video, what did I say at the end? Stay ready so you don't have to get ready, man. Do an inventory on what you got, man. Look at yourself in the mirror. Figure out how strong you are. How much fat you got on your body. Could you take somebody if they came to your house? If two dudes came to your house with knives, could you take them? If you couldn't get to your gun fast enough, can you do hand-to-hand combat? Stuff you gotta see where you're at, man. You know, get up and walk. Get outside, get off the fucking internet, man. And do something, man. You're a man, if you're a man, and if you're a woman, stand behind your man and let him lead you. I'm sorry, I'm not with that feminist bullshit. I'm just not. Because trust me, if this EMP attack happens, you best believe everybody, including the feminists and the soy boys, I don't even know if the soy boys could, are gonna fall back in line to where nature has put us. Because that feminist woman on the Democrat side is with a soy boy. Guess what she's gonna tell him? Go out there, get on your bike, because there's no cars gonna be working, and go see if you can find us some food. Because we don't have any, because Biden said everything was good. Jesus. Anyways, guys, don't focus on the problems, focus on the solutions. Go outside in your garage, your yard, your shed, wherever you gotta do, and check your shit, man. All right? Damn. Did I say I wasn't gonna rant or curse? If only one of you guys listen to me, man, it would be worth the weight in gold to me. I swear to God, it would be. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, share it. Maybe my last one. And again, guys, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love, guys.